Have you ever tried to print a web page and the text is all like messed up? You got pictures everywhere. Sometimes it doesn't even like, it just removes whole sections of the page. It wants to print like a long list of pages with nothing on them. Well, I have a solution for you. Also, if you happen to get easily distracted when you're reading a web page or you generally want a little bit more focus, I have a solution for you, and it's one and the same. It is using Microsoft Edge Chrome. It has a built-in accessibility reader, and I'm going to show you how to use it in this video. Let's jump to the PC. Okay, so I am on a web page here. It is a web page from a recent video I did where I talk about how a student of mine recently published this article in Entrepreneur. If you're interested in that, I will have a link to it somewhere in the video. But what you're interested in is essentially this icon up here, as it's called the Immersive Reader. You can also use the F9 key, as you can see, but I'm just going to click on that. If I want to get out of it, I just click on it again. I can also hit back. There's many ways that you can do this. Now this is in Microsoft Edge Chrome, which is built on the Chrome infrastructure, so it is not your everyday Edge browser or Explorer. So if you've had bad experiences with Microsoft products, I promise you that this is just a great browser. And it also has this little immersive reader. So what do you get with it? Well, first off, you can see that immediately what it does is it just gets rid of everything that doesn't need to be there. So it's nice and clean. So now, if I was here and I can try to do Control P to print it, and it's going to load here and say, okay, how do you want to save this? You can see, oh man, what is going on here? It's all messed up. It doesn't look good. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Click on the immersive reader. I'm going to again hit Control P for the print key, and look how clean and nice that is. So this is one reason you might want to use this immersive reader. There are many others. Now, when you're on this page, you can actually zoom in and zoom out just like you would on a regular document. You can also do that within the reader. Now, when you just come up here and sort of click on it, it will drop that, but if you want to pin it, you can, so it'll always be there. Now, one of the options you have is you can kind of treat this as an audiobook. So you can actually just click read aloud, and it'll start playing that. So maybe you're doing some exercising and you want it to work itself out in terms of a read aloud type of thing. Now, of course, you can also use it for many other reasons, and you're not hearing it because I don't have my audio paired. But the nice thing is too, there are voice options, so you can actually go slower or you can go faster, and you can also select what voice you want it in. You can actually do it in English, you can have Spanish, French, and so forth. So a lot of options here, and I'm sure as the technology gets better, the translation service will be even better, and you can add more voices, as it says. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and you can see that it brings me back to this, and now I can say, okay, what text preferences do I have? Well, here I can actually now size it again like I was, just using the hotkeys, which was Control and spinning the mouse wheel. Of course, you might have other ways that you enlarge text on web pages. All of that works, so it's not changing the functionality. It is treating it sort of like a web page. So whatever you're comfortable or familiar with, it will work in this immersive reader. Now, you can, again, like I said, or you can change the color however you prefer. I prefer this one, but you can see that. And then there's even more themes on top of that. So the next thing you can do with text preferences is actually add more spacing, and just makes it a little easier to read if you're somebody that prefers a double-spaced item. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. It also has these cool grammar tools, so you can actually add syllables, which is nice. So if you happen to be a teacher of younger kids, or teaching English as a second language, or some other language, because you can do this on sites that are in other languages, this would be helpful, perhaps. You can also highlight nouns or verbs. You can undo them, and what's nice about this is, again, you can teach language, or you can use it for some kind of analysis that you're doing, or just generally to see how somebody writes. For example, if you're looking at web pages with resumes, maybe you're looking for those power verbs and you can just highlight it. So that gives you a lot of functionality there. And then finally, you can click on Reading Preferences. And this one's kind of nice if you want some focus. So let's say that I'm doing a walkthrough article and I want to explain to people, it will highlight the very specific segments of the text line by line. You can also expand that and get a little bigger view and then another view. Now, the thing I don't like about this one is you will see here, for example, if I'm right here, it's showing me the start of this paragraph and then I go down and it jumps over that, so you don't really get a whole paragraph view, which I find a little annoying myself. Then you can also, under text preferences, choose picture dictionary. What's nice here is if I highlight over certain words like more and click on it, it actually gives you some graphical items to sort of highlight and show more. This is kind of in line with the noun project, the idea that only images can communicate. So for example, like, you know, the universal sign of a bathroom. So this can be helpful. You know, let's see if we can find some other ones. Broken. Let's see, anything. Nope. Let's see if I can find another one here. Always. Okay. Anyway, so you can get a sense of what that is. And again, great for teaching purposes or just for other uses to get a different way of seeing the world of your reading. And also, and again, I think this speaks to Microsoft's awesome willingness to basically make their products accessible, universally designed for all people. Now, you can also change languages for translation, and again, I think we'll get more sophisticated as we move into artificial intelligence and big data. So that's essentially a walkthrough of this amazing tool. I hope that you find it useful and it'll improve the efficiency and effectiveness of your reading of web pages or printing of web pages. If you found this video useful, then consider subscribing to the channel because I'm going to have a lot more videos on this. In fact, already a lot of videos on Microsoft products. Crafting communication competence is all about helping professionals just like you improve the efficiency and effectiveness of their workflow. And also I cover a variety of topics related to things like motivation, helping you out, just building general competence and abilities. I do target largely training and development folks as well as instructors in higher education, but I think this channel has a lot to offer any professional. If you happen to have your own ideas or thoughts or know other browsers that do similar things, go ahead and put those in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, all of those great things. And if you're working on something right now that's giving you a little bit of trouble, just always remember to trust the process.